popular culture actually shapes how we understand reality.
Remembering Queen Elizabeth as the pop culture, even counterculture icon that she was, she witnessed...
Listen, we cannot talk about popular culture without mentioning Greta. Yes, Greta Thunberg.
In the world where trends spread faster than ever, globalization is the underlying foundation behind this worldwide phenomenon. Globalization, in the context of pop culture, refers to the growing mutuality of connection between people and cultures across the world, arising from factors such as advance in communication, transportation, and trade. What's the first thought that comes to mind when you hear about top musical artists? Just a decade ago, you would have thought of Michael Jackson, Ariana Grande, Shawn Mendes, and mostly Hollywood artists. Well, the Korean popular culture is undeniably the most relevant present-day example to truly illustrate the real meaning of popular culture. Now, the real question, however, to what extent does K-pop act as a bridge or a barrier to intercultural communication? In this assignment, me and my groupmates have put together our research and will explore whether popular culture acts as a bridge or barrier to intercultural communication. Take BTS as an example. While some people have to use subtitles or translation to be able to understand what is being sung in their songs, those who enjoy listening to K-pop, despite of being from different nations, would instead bond over learning their choreographies, sharing their reaction, going to live stream concerts, listening parties, and many more shared activities that we could even think of. Additionally, K-pop is not merely limited to serving its purpose as entertainment form, but rather as cultural representative that foster global visibility and appeal of its nation, South Korea. This includes the role of digital interconnection, fan communities, the unbiased consideration of different cultures, and government aid in cultural experts. 7 years ago, in September of 2018, BTS became the first Korean boy group to address the United Nations, which happened to be one of their many starting points that encouraged their loyal fans in their participation in social and political events.
Last November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, building on our belief that true love first begins with loving myself.
Thanks to the globalization of streaming music, the song Despacito by Luis Fonsi demonstrates how intercultural collaboration can break language barriers and achieve worldwide recognition. Another perfect example to add to this idea is the music video of You Don't Know About Us by Michael Jackson. This protest song sparked many outrages and praises simultaneously. While some may point out that it lacks cultural sensitivity, others acknowledge Michael's courage to voice out against political unrest, social injustice, and racial inequality occurring in many countries. As a result, this gives an idea that pop culture can also contribute to uniting different cultures to stand for what is right through a shared community. Speaking of community, let's get back to K-pop, shall we? If you are a true K-pop fan, you will understand how much having a sense of belonging to your favorite boy or girl group will mean to you. According to the recent research by Saul McLeod on a theory founded by Henry Touchfield, social identity theories tell us how someone can find their identity through a grouped memberships. Our group took the time to interview two different representatives. One person is an avid K-pop fan, while the other is a casual consumer of K-pop culture.
My name is Christina. I'm a BTS fandom, ARMY, and TXT, Tomorrow by Together, which is a MOA. Yes. I joined a group PM in Twitter, which focuses on voting, and then another group streaming, another group which is like reporting harassment tweets or anything. I joined all three. There's also a minor group called Discussion, where we talk about anything that occur in the fandom.
From fandom names to merchandise and exclusive memberships, these small yet meaningful markers define the extent of fandom identity. As social identity theory explains, people find belonging through group membership. And in K-pop, that belonging often extends across borders. From our interview with Kisina, it's clear that fandom identity is more than just entertainment. It is a lived community.
All of those people in those group chats are from different countries. Some of them are like from Europe, some of them are from the US, from other Southeast Asia like Philippines, Indonesia. And then like we talk about like mutual goals there. It's people from different countries, but we have the same goal to share like our love for our artists.
This reflects cultural globalization, where digital platforms erase borders and create shared spaces of interaction. Yet, as Crook et al. Reminds us, visibility does not equal understanding. Exposure to K-pop connects fans globally, but it doesn't guarantee deeper knowledge of Korean society itself. Christina also highlighted fandom activism.
For the BTS, they did like Black Lives Matter donation, which was like 1 million, and ARMY voted 1 million as well to share like the sentiment as well.
Demonstrates social identity theory, where group membership fosters belonging and mobilizes collective action due to fans internalizing their idols' humanitarian values, turning cultural consumption into real-world impact. At the same time, she admitted the negative affordances of these digital global communities, where she highlights K-pop fans that attacked other fandoms, take things out of context, and spread misunderstandings.
So toxic because they really would use anything to generate hate and to generate comparisons.
From here, social identity also explains the barrier side. Strong in-group loyalty can fuel rivalry and toxic competition. This is also amplified by globalization. Altogether, Christina's reflections show that K-pop is both a bridge and a barrier. It unites fans through shared identity and activism, but also divides them through stereotypes and rivalry. True intercultural understanding requires moving beyond surface-level trends into respect for cultural diversity and communities.
Aside from that, we interviewed Aoife, a casual consumer of K-pop. From her interview, she expressed mixed first impression, which then changed over time.
Aoife, but I usually go by Aoife. So actually, I would consider myself more of a casual like K-pop listener. I wasn't an avid follower lah. I just casually listened. The ones who are extreme gave me the weird kind of impression that, oh, some fans can be really crazy. Like at first, I thought they could be really...
When Aoife mentions the range of fan behaviors, especially the extreme one, it reflects how fandom's behavior can appear rational to outsiders. But over time, her perception shifted. She acknowledged some of them really feel their music just as we would with other artists and even describe fandoms as wholesome. This shows how exposure reduces stereotypes, revealing that fandom identity is not so different from other music cultures.
Where some of them really feel the music just as we would with other artists. This impression was like, oh, some of them can be a bit cuckoo, but others are actually really, really wonderful because they're just very wholesome about their fandom.
Most importantly, she has noticed how K-pop has seeped into everyday life.
Actually, but locally, you could see a lot of these idols kind of take up partnerships and brand partnerships to the point where they would just show up on our potato chip bags, like Mr. Potato, and just be in our environment somehow through these advertisements. Overseas, there's always the random play dances. So for us, there's like, I think there's the what's the Malaysian dance, like pocho pocho? Yeah, like it kind of felt like that, where it becomes a community dance, and then like you step out, and then there's another fandom that comes in. So that's one way.
From here, we can see that over time, her perception shifted. Exposure reduced stereotypes, showing fandom identity is not so different from other music cultures. She compared it to Malaysia's pocho pocho dance, a shared ritual that builds community. This is cultural globalization theory in action. K-pop transcending borders, reshaping local practices, and fostering intercultural identity. Her reflections highlights both sides of popular culture, but with greater exposure, she saw how K-pop acted as a bridge, influencing fashion, music, dance, and even creating shared spaces where diverse communities connect. K-pop's influence reaches far beyond music chart. It has introduced Korean culture as a new kind of global popular culture, one that rivals Hollywood and resonates deeply with Asian communities worldwide. From Christina's and Aoife's reflection on fandom solidarity to the casual fans' observation of K-pop on local snack packaging and global dance floors, we see how cultural globalization transforms everyday life. And at the same time, social identity theory explains how fandom creates belonging, activism, and intercultural friendship, while also revealing tensions through rivalry and stereotypes. Ultimately, K-pop demonstrates that popular culture today is diversified. It is not only a bridge or a barrier to intercultural communication. It is proof that Asian culture can stand at the center of modern global culture, shaping communities and redefining how the world connects through shared values and creativity. Thank you.